the points rather with the Knicks, -4.5. Without Joel Embiid fully healthy, I don't think the Sixers stand a chance in this series. Another game at Madison Square Garden in front of those fans, pretty tough. I can't get behind the Sixers with what I'm seeing from Joel Embiid. So Knicks -4.5 is my best bet.
Love it. I am going to the ice tonight. Let's do it. I told you earlier I wasn't crazy about the baseball card, so I'm not going to force it. Stars money line, -130, hosting the Golden Knights. What a great price on the home team. Are you kidding me? I did not like the way the Knights ended the season, lost 8 of their last 12 on the road, and the Stars, against Western Conference opponents, have been on a roll, winning 15 of their last 17. They're one of the best defensive teams in the NHL. Now they have the scoring prowess to match, and Jake Ottinger, who struggled a little bit midseason, got better as the regular season wound to a close. He has the form right now that you want to see as they head to the postseason. I expect a strong performance tonight in Dallas. This is a great price. Stars money line, -130 is the play. All right, what else is going on, Kate?
I like that, Jenks. I'm wanting to bet some hockey this postseason, so I may jump on that with you and take the Stars. But not an official play yet. My other plays for tonight that I like, the under 203 in Magic and Cavs. I just think that series is going to be an under series going forward with the Magic's defense and their inability to score. So taking the under there. And then I like D'Angelo Russell, under 15.5 points for the Lakers tonight. I think his minutes are going to get cut big time because he just can't stay on the floor on the defensive end. He's such a liability. That was what happened in this series last year. By game 4, he was playing like 15 minutes. I just don't see this being a good series for him. So I'm taking his unders points tonight at 15.5.
Oh, I like that quite a bit. And I love that you're going back to last season as part of your handicap, which is sometimes, particularly when you're talking about player props in a certain situation, like a playoff situation, that's a smart thing to do. So I think I'm going to tell you on that. I know you like your NBA. You spent all day yesterday watching the association. I need some action tonight. So I'm going to go in on the, I love the analysis there. D'Angelo Russell, under 15.5 points. I'll give one more lean very quickly. I will lean Tigers Rays first 5 under 3.5. I like it at 4, but if you can find it at plus money, which I think you can at 3.5, I mean, you've got Tariq Skubal going for the Tigers, who's been awesome this season. Zach Littell going for the Rays, and the Tigers don't hit anyway. So it's a low total, I get that, but I expect a low-scoring game today in Tampa. All right, let's find out what your BetQL 5-star best bet is for today. For insight, analysis, trends, everything you need to make the most informed choice you can make when placing your bets, just download the BetQL app. All right, Donkster, get in here and give us some winners.
Good morning. Kate, I heard you talking about prison earlier. I did some time in Leavenworth for indecent exposure, and I shanked a guy because he ate my lunch. His name was Tiny.
Oh.
Jeez, Donkster.
Jeez. It's a lot.
No, he's definitely not the same. Even if he's on the floor, he's not 100% healthy, and unless Embiid is 100% healthy, I cannot back this Philly team. I mean, when he returned in the third quarter after leaving with that knee injury, which, by the way, that was his first dunk since returning. That shows you right there that he's not all that healthy, because if he's not throwing the ball down and slamming it down, which is, you come down a little bit harder on your knees when you're dunking and, that type of force, he's not doing a whole lot of that, and his knee just buckled the one time he did. After he came back, the Sixers threw out a zone, which they hardly ever play zone, but they did that because Embiid couldn't, go one-on-one in the post and defend at the level that he's typically able to. And in that zone, they just got crushed on the offensive boards. I mean, the Knicks, 23 offensive boards in that game. And New York is a very good rebounding team. But that's what we're going to see again without a healthy Joel Embiid. And if that's the case, I'm going to back the Knicks, especially Brunson was 8 of 26. Terrible shooting night. I mean, credit to Philly's defense. I think Brunson's got to have a better game, and I think he will. And so Knicks are the only way I'm looking in this one.
I'm with you. I'm trying to make a case for the Sixers, but I just can't. And I just love, you mentioned Jalen Brunson. I mean, all he has to do is not to oversimplify, but he was 8 of 26 in game one, and that's when Miles McBride came in, was awesome. The Garden crowd was chanting "Deuce," like it was so cool to see. But I was surprised that the Knicks bench was so effective in game one. And now you've got a guy like Mitchell Robinson who's finally healthy, who I think can check Embiid, especially a weakened Joel Embiid on the inside. And if you've got Brunson who goes off like he did at the end of the regular season, that's just even more of a scoring punch for the Knicks that they didn't necessarily get in game one, at least efficiency-wise. So I'm with you. With Embiid banged up the way he is, this number probably tells you that he's not going to be 100%. I just can't get behind the Sixers here. I'm with you, Knicks. Minus the points tonight.
Ranger Suarez, better pitcher. He's been great last 3 starts. He has an ERA under 1, and he's 3-0 in those 3 starts. Phillies, as a team, they've won 6 straight, swept their last 2 series. Granted, Rockies and White Sox, I don't know how much that really tells you about the teams that they have swept. But Philly's just playing a better brand of baseball right now, so I think you back Philadelphia tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And I think Suarez is clearly the better pitcher here. I think this is a short price. I understand that the Phillies are, they're doing better as far as hitting the ball much better than they did at the beginning of the season. But they're 8-2 in their last 10. And I just think ultimately here they can get to a guy like Hunter Green, who, again, he'll strike out a lot of guys, but he will get hit hard, gives up a lot of hard hit balls, and against this Phillies lineup that can be very dangerous. I think that lends itself towards Philly. Also, I would bet Philly first. Well, I was going to bet Philly full game, but right now the Phillies have one of the worst pens in all of baseball. So let's get Philadelphia first 5 money line. I'm going to do that at minus 120. All right, let's continue here on the Daily Tip for BetQL, presented by BetMGM. And we're going to Tampa. The Tigers at the Rays. The Tigers are minus 115 on the money line. The Rays are minus 105. The total set at 7. Tariq Skubal getting the baseball for Detroit. Zach Littell getting the call for the Rays. What do you think, Kate? Is there a play or a lean here that you like?
Yeah, I like the Tigers either on the money line or I like their team total over 3.5. I know this is a really low total altogether at just 7 on the full game. But Tigers, they've been solid on the road, won 4 of their last 5, 21 runs in their last 5 games. So the bats have been looking good for Detroit, and Rays pitching has kind of struggled. They're giving up just under 4.5 runs per game, fourth worst bullpen in Major League Baseball. So I think the Tigers can get on the board here. Again, either their team total over 3.5 or a little money line action on Detroit.
Yeah, I want to go I'm dying to go first 5 under in this game because Tariq Skubal has made us money. He's made his money hand over fist so far this season. So I'm like you. I would lean Tigers on the money line. I just like the Tigers in this spot, and I'll back Skubal whenever he is on the mound. But Zach Littell, maybe you expect a little bit of regression from him because he's been so good so far this season, 1-0 at 2.14 ERA. But it really doesn't matter because this Tigers lineup doesn't hit anyway. And the problem is the first 5 under, if you're looking for this number, I'm trying to find it at 4, and I would lay a little juice. But you just can't find it. Right now, it's first 5 under 3 and a hook. So you might be able to get that at plus money somewhere if you really like an under between these 2 teams in the first 5. Ultimately, again, Kate, this is just one of those games where I could maybe talk myself into a Tigers money line play. I do like that. I could maybe talk myself into a first 5 under, maybe plus money if I shop around and get it. But I just don't want to do it. I don't feel great about it, but my lean would be first 5 under 3 and a hook. Again, maybe you find some plus money there.